Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Natsu Dragon here, and you're watching Gamer Natsu, and let's rumble! Alright. Okay, before getting any further, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, okay, let's start the video. Okay, the missing village keepers. We're still doing that. So, let's do this. Oh yeah, we're doing it. Okay, let's do this. No, I'm not
Hey, Dia!
letting you join this one.
Right on time. We'll know.
Hyman's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Hyman knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Hyman thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Alright, Cyno.
Oh,
Whoa.
Cyno's here, and he's pretty early too.
Okay, this is like... Who is she?
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
I'm not much of a strong help for whoever trying to request me.
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some...
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Please tell me he used the claws. I already know he used the claws.
Let's go inside.
I do want Cyno. I did get Sithos. He's actually pretty amazing. Like, if he supercharge his attack, well, we can put his arrow goes through walls and hit the enemy, which is pretty impressive.
Candace, where... Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Okay, that is scary. That is lit.
I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present...
Yes, ma'am.
Now I do not want to know what happened here.
Please, don't beat us anymore.
Well, looks like Cyno taught her well.
You fear death yourselves. Yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell
Okay.
me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
Now
We
lay
may all
out.
be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not...
We understand. We're sorry! I'll tell you everything I know, please! Just let us go!
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get...
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It
Okay.
was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
He is giving me Batman vibes.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling you the truth, I swear.
Oh
Just
man,
ask
I'm
him if
really
you
a
don't believe me.
sadist. I'm laughing at this. Oh my god.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Okay. Now, how?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Okay. Now what? Okay, what happened? What happened now?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
Okay.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back.
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keeper.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get...
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Alright. It's funny because. Okay, before getting any further, let me just. Okay, I did a lot. I need a lot more as well. I need more as well. Man, more. Like, sounds like a girl's name. Freaking is the money in this world. Mara. Alright, Alhaitham is here.
Food in us, and then we'll... Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead, I won't stop you. Yeah, literally, I have no problem, Paimon. Give whatever nickname you want. Give him the ugliest, baddest nickname.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Literally? Seriously? When I want you to give someone an ugly nickname, you have nothing? Oh, come on!
Obvious to pick with this guy. Makes it so hard.
Okay.
You've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So, anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep...
Yep. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with...
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choice.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to... Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Which is
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But
What does that mean?
how do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single...
You mean some of them...
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because, by contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace,
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
it's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Cyno's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals next.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them, even though they act a little strict.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was...
Then why would she...
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
knock knock. Who's there?
Miss Shawnee, as we
Wanderer.
discussed earlier, I've brought someone with
I
me.
have bad jokes.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
may I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why is that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. Before, Traveler, do you believe our lives will...
Yeah! We came here, but even... We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them! That's why we decided to stay here!
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Okay.
You told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some
Okay.
believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I... Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I...
You can tell them. I'm
All right. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes...
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, It doesn't seem to...
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, but because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Oh,
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old house in the back of the taxi cab, one quick turn.
sorry if you hear a song in between. Alright, I mistakenly pressed the play on my
I think
headphones.
they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
No, let's do this. Okay, you know, okay, where? Okay, ooh. Luckily I did travel a lot of places. I wonder.
Is this the place? It's in here. Hey, I can see it everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal.
Monsters, watch out!
Oh, oh, bloody hell. Alright, deal. Tough?
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
What are you thinking about?
Super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Okay, please tell me we do not need Dendro. Okay,
Let's go in and take a look.
please tell me we're gonna have Alhaitham with us in the playthrough.
Hey, Alhaitham, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to... Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences,
It's
the
Max!
entity...
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Which is?
Anyway, is that Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated? Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Okay, I hear it. I hear it. It's creepy. It's creepy as hell.
there it is. It's coming from that direction.
Okay, it's creepy as hell.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh.
Oh my god!
Anything.
We're not going inside. This is in every horror movie. Literally, this is in every horror movie. We do not go where the sound is coming from, people.
It's from below. Something is off about the interior here.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
Please, I'll hate them. Okay, you need to search the hospital. Why is that I keep touching? Okay, we need a dental, don't we? Okay, which one should we have? Okay, I do have a lot of dental. Okay, let's have it.
Thank you for choosing Comedy Express.
Deploy. Oh, found it. Okay. Okay, wrong one. Found it. Okay, let me just change the rule character. Do I need dental though? Oh, let's just have her. Wait, before getting into it, let me just heal up. Okay, I'll have them this. Okay,
Look, there's the good idea. Let's approach him.
okay. Okay, pal.
Wait,
Don't worry. Don't worry, pal.
you're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No, and that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps, there are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are identical.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh!
Yeah.
You mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of even if complications arise. people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of
Okay,
belief.
we kinda did
The
that as
deep-seated
well.
mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstance.
Okay.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village, but there's still one very...
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholar's identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But if you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge.
Extracted? You mean...
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule.
Hyman's a little confused.
Okay, they're using the divine capsules to turn. Oh God! Literally.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. However, I can't help but wonder. The Academia is going out of their way. I've spent quite some time trying to analyze.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge. But I'm not extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects. If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run, whether it be academics or knowledge. This matter needs to be corrected.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for...
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are, there is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about...
Probably not. Paimon...
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weak...
Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Weakness is also an asset, is it not?
Yeah.
That's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing... He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return.
Okay. Let's just get out of this creep town. Cause this is literally, genuinely giving me the creeps. Okay, literally this is giving me the creeps. Okay, let's just get out of here. And bye-bye. Tata. Okay. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video so far. Okay, let me just... Okay. I'll do this and I'm gonna fast forward my videos from now on. Let's see how those goes. like few, I'm gonna put like extreme double the speed. Then my videos will be a little bit shorter and also my voice will be a little bit faster. Like this will go like this.
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant and knowledge has yet. They fled once we were headed to the village.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Cyno, you're the reason why they can predict our
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference.
So what you're saying is... interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Cyno isn't like...
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. But simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed... If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that...
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for every so often comes on Yagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new... I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions...
The Akasha is capable... The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you...
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact...
So that's how it is. Cyno adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a tenacity of will and steadfast faith are Cyno, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy...
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now. If the
Okay.
Academia is trying to avoid Cyno, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After a... Please, wait! I want to go...
No, kid.
You
We're
want
not.
to go too?
I want to find Grandpa. I promise.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you.
Seriously.
Paimon feels like we're missing...
Dahina. Okay, let's just... Oh god. Okay, this is... Which is... Okay. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video so far. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Alright guys, bye!